Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited about today's video because I have Miss Cassandra Irizarry here today, and we are going to be doing a healthy version of a banana nut bread, right? That's
yes.
what it is? Okay, cool. So I figured with the beginning of the year, everyone's setting New Year's resolutions or goals or whatever you're actually doing. I wanted to share with you a recipe from her book. It's called Stud Muffins, and you can get it on Amazon, and we'll explain all of that as we kind of go along. And I am not a great cook. My husband's the cook in the house, so normally I kind of depend on him, but I wanted to learn something from Miss Cassandra, so I'll let you take it on from here.
Cool, awesome. So the way that we're gonna start this off is we're gonna separate our wet ingredients from our dry ingredients first. So what I like to do first is mix all of my wet ingredients. What you're gonna need is a measuring cup, a wet measuring cup. We're gonna combine everything in here as far as wet ingredients. So first I'm gonna start off with some unsweetened almond milk. You can get the vanilla flavor, the normal flavor. I usually do vanilla or just the normal original flavor of this.
So I get the unsweetened one too. Does that matter?
For me,
because I like that it doesn't have sugar.
Right, exactly.
Okay, cool.
You know, and you don't taste it anyway, it's just for moisture. So I'm gonna pour 4 ounces of this in here. And if you notice, while I talk, I'm gonna be using 4 ounces of mostly everything wet, so just keep that in mind. So I'm also gonna put 4 ounces of egg whites. This is gonna bind your ingredients together. And I use this instead of regular eggs. It just saves some fat, it's higher in protein. I mean, it's easy. You don't have to crack any eggs. You know, you just buy this at the store.
Do you put any fat in it at all?
Added? No.
Okay, because I didn't know if you can do like one whole egg and then mix egg whites as well. I usually like putting some type of fat in foods, but I didn't know if you can do that or not. So
you totally can, and it's just your preference, really. If you want to do a whole egg, you can. I'm just used to doing it this way because I don't really taste the difference. If that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you if you want to. If you're not watching, you know. If you're not too strict, put an egg in there, yeah. It's good, it's good. So,
like me. Balance.
Right, yeah, you know, you're right.
But you know what's so great about this is really great for people that are flexible dieting and allowing themselves to eat whatever they want in moderation, and they're tracking their macronutrients. So not only that, but it's healthy in general, but you can, you know, have something other than egg whites and oatmeal.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, exactly. So I would much rather have some banana nut bread in my life besides oatmeal all the time. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 4 ounces of applesauce, and you can add this right in here.
So why do you put applesauce?
The applesauce is a replacement for the oil, and I mean, you save hundreds of calories just by switching to this alone. This is only 50 calories per serving, which is that half a cup, the 4 ounces. So I use this instead of oil or butter. It's a great replacement, and it gives it just as much moisture. You won't even taste the difference, I promise.
So it's just plain unsweetened applesauce?
Yes, I get everything unsweetened.
Okay, perfect, awesome.
Yes, and then we're also gonna use 4 ounces of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. You can get vanilla flavored or you know, anything you like, but again, we're gonna be adding spices to this, so that doesn't really matter. You wanna keep it as basic as possible.
So how do you say that brand?
I think it's Fage.
Okay, cool. I always say like Fage, Fage.
Yeah, like Target.
Yeah, make it fancier.
Right. Okay, so.
Sure, it's right here.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna just scoop in 4 ounces and just kind of level it out to where it says 16 ounces after, you know, the 4 ounces. So.
Oh, okay, cool. So everything's kind of like equal parts.
Equal parts of everything wet.
Okay,
so
cool.
4 ounces of everything. Your milk, your egg whites.
And do we need to preset the oven?
Yes, you can go ahead and preheat your oven to 350. Make sure that it's on bake.
Not convection?
Not convection. Yeah, we're just gonna let that heat up while we mix these because this is gonna go by really fast. So after you mix all the main wet ingredients, we're gonna add some vanilla extract. And I just happen to have a big one. I make a lot of these. I would put in about like maybe 2 teaspoons, give it some flavor in there. I also use a stevia extract. You don't need it. I just like it because it gives it a little extra sweetness, and you know.
That's the brand we use at home too. We get the big bulk because we use it in our coffee. We use it pretty much with anything that we want to sweeten, we're a stevia family. We try not to use so much of like the other sweeteners like Splenda or anything like that. And not that I don't, I'm not super anal, I guess you would say about it, but I'm a stevia girl.
Yeah, totally, me too. So we're gonna set this aside and we're gonna move on to our dry ingredients. So we're gonna have our bowl, okay? So in a large mixing bowl, we're going to mix 45 grams of blended oatmeal. So this is oat flour, and what I do is I get the oatmeal and I put it in the blender, and then I weigh out 45 grams. So you don't have to buy oat flour itself. You can make it at home. You just buy oatmeal and then you blend it up. So I've already pre-blended this, so I'm just gonna get my scale and weigh out 45 grams.
Now, do you recommend a specific blender?
My NutriBullet is the best. I mean,
cool.
It mixes super fast, and I mean, it's awesome. It's really awesome. That's the one I use, and it's, like I said, it's really, really fast. And I've tried other ones, and I like this one because you can put it upside down and it just comes out in a cup, so cool. Yeah, so 45 grams of this.
She has her little food scale here.
And if it goes over just a little bit, you know.
She's a banana nut bread dealer.
Oh yeah, totally.
She slings those breads.
And I'm gonna do another 45 grams of coconut flour. And I used to only do oat flour, and I realized that the coconut flour gives it a great texture and also a great flavor. It also adds a lot of fiber. Coconut flour is really high in fiber, so I'm gonna weigh out another 45 grams. So 1 part oatmeal, 1 part coconut flour.
And y'all know I love my coconut. I think I talk about coconut in every one of my videos.
Yeah.
And I think we're both from Puerto Rico, and I grew up eating so much coconut flavored everything and actual coconut. So I love anything that reminds me of coconuts and smells like it. And
I would just, yeah.
It's so
awesome.
Yummy.
It is really good.
So I'm excited this has coconut flour in it.
Awesome. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of mix that up a little bit. And we're going to add a cup of stevia. And again, I like to use stevia just like her, just because it's natural and it's what I like to use. I've used other ones, and I just kind of always go back to this one.
So is this stevia for baking? Is this
Yes.
a specific one?
Yes, because you don't want to get the ones in the packets because they're concentrated. So get the one that's like in a big bag where you can measure it out and it measures like sugar.
And you can get this anywhere, any grocery store?
Walmart, Kroger, just wherever you live, there's always different stores, but you can buy stevia anywhere.
Okay.
Anywhere. And then we're gonna get our protein powder. We're gonna weigh out 120 grams. Now, if you have a scoop that's 30 grams, you can get 4 scoops of that, but some of them aren't exact. So I happen to know that mine is 30 grams, but I'm still gonna weigh it out because sometimes it could be a little uneven. So we're gonna get 120 grams of this.
So how many scoops is that, about 4?
About 4.
Okay.
About 4, and you know, give or take. So, and this one is what, vanilla flavor?
Yes.
This one is vanilla flavor. I also like to use protein powders that are like cake batter flavored. It just gives it a great cake base.
Yeah, she loves cake batter. I like vanilla, so that's why we did this, but she recommends cake batter.
Oh yeah, stuff.
And this is the recipe straight from the book, right?
This one's actually modified. It's been updated since the book has been published. So this is the
we have the real deal right now.
This is a real deal. Like I sell these things, so y'all are getting like my secrets right now. I'm giving them away. So we are just gonna finish our dry ingredients really quick. We're gonna get our cinnamon, and we're gonna put in about 2 teaspoons. You can kind of guesstimate like what a teaspoon looks like. Then just feel free to put that in there, or just put it straight in. And it's really to your liking. I mean, if you like more cinnamon, put more cinnamon, you know? If not, don't put that much. But
I love cinnamon. And the great thing about cinnamon is it has so many health benefits in it. It regulates your blood sugar levels.
I definitely say invest in a good cinnamon, because some of them you can't even smell it like when you open it. You want to get one that's really good quality, like really aromatic. I just noticed that they really make a difference.
Oh, okay.
People really appreciate a good cinnamon anyway. And we're also going to put in about a teaspoon of salt. Mine's a grinder, so I'm just going to kind of grind it out to where I think it's a teaspoon.
Cassie's teaspoon.
Right. Might be a little more, but who's counting, right? And last but not least, we are definitely going to use our baking powder and baking soda, because this is what's gonna help it rise. If you leave this out, it's gonna be really flat and it's not gonna fluff up as much. Trust me, I've learned, and it's just, you really wanna use it. So we're going to put in about 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and equal parts of baking soda. So let's kind of eyeball out a little. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and another trick that you can use, which I'm gonna add to this in a little bit, is a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. I don't know if you know all the health benefits of that too, but it's a great,
oh, it's like a cleanse.
yeah,
it's good for you.
And it also helps the baking soda and the baking powder rise. Helps it get fluffier too while it bakes.
Yeah, I hate whenever I try to make something healthy and it's like,
right,
no, this is like the real deal, fluffy.
For sure. It's like full of life, full of everything that you need. So we're gonna set that aside actually. Well, no, we're not. We're going to set our scale aside and we're going to pour in our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. So before I do that, I'm just gonna add a little bit of apple cider vinegar, maybe a few capfuls. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour in my wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. So we're just gonna mix this up. And I have a lovely helper here, so I'm gonna go ahead and have her mash these bananas on a plate. While I do this, usually I have to do this, but you know, you have help here, so.
Yes.
You have kids, get them
happy to help.
Right. Okay,
yeah, put those kids to work.
So for our bananas, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix our ingredients first, and then we're gonna mash 3 bananas. We're gonna put it right into our blend, and then we're gonna add. Now I will say, your mixture may be a little dry, especially with the coconut flour. It does absorb a lot more moisture, so always keep some water on hand. I only put 4 ounces of almond milk. Everything else I use water for because it helps dilute the protein powder and also the flour. So I'm gonna add some more water to our mixture because it's looking a little dry. So while she does that, I'm gonna go ahead and grease our 2 loaf pans. We're gonna be making 2 loaves. Make sure that you separate them because if you try to put them all in one, it's not gonna cook all the way. So make sure that you separate it into 2, please. So we're gonna get our spray oil and we're gonna spray our pans. Yay,
Mashed
awesome.
bananas.
Yay. Okay, so we're gonna pour our mashed bananas right into our mixture.
It looks like banana sauce.
It looks like baby food, right? Yeah. I love baby food and bananas. I don't know if that was just me, but I always loved it.
I used to eat it in general as an adult.
Yeah, it just tastes really good. Brings back memories, I think.
I even think people do that on diets, like they eat baby food.
Really? That's awesome.
I think I made one of Jamie Eason's ingredients and she uses baby food in one of them. I forgot which one it is though.
Probably, yeah. It adds moisture to your recipes. So this is mixed and I'm just gonna top it with our walnuts. So just get about 2 ounces or to your liking. I'm gonna use 2 ounces. Put it on my scale and weigh it out.
Do you need to break them or anything?
If you like to. I do. I usually, you know, break them into smaller pieces. If you like whole walnuts, just put it in there. Do it how you like.
Surprise!
So, I also don't get salted. I get the raw.
Are those raw?
Yes, they are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no salt. Yeah. I put her in charge of getting the walnuts, so she did a good job.
Like, you do the work, I'll get the stuff. Oh. It looks good. I want to eat it like raw.
Right when you were a kid, you like
raw food. Oh my gosh,
right.
I used to get in trouble all the time for that.
All the time.
Like licking the cake batter.
Oh yeah, or pancake mix.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just pour this right into our loaf pans. So I'm gonna set this aside, bring this way. Okay. And just separate that, whatever looks like half. Now, beware because this rises. So that's why I say separate it into 2. You don't want to overfill one because it will overflow. I did it once and it totally spilled over into my oven and it burned. So we're just gonna pop this into the oven for about, I want to say 25 to 30 minutes. You really just want to keep an eye on it, depending on your oven. Some ovens might cook faster, some might take a little longer. 350 degrees, again, for about anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. Just keep an eyeball on it.
How do you check it?
I check it with a toothpick or a butter knife. So if I put the butter knife inside and it comes out and it's wet, I know it still has some more time to go. As soon as I can put it in and it comes out dry, I know that it's done. So we just popped out our banana nut bread out of the oven, and it actually took us about 40 minutes. So again, just depending on your oven, you know, put your knife in there, see if it comes out. Make sure that it comes out completely clean, even if it's just a little bit, or one is clean, one is dry. Make sure both of them are dry whenever you take it out. So these are done. We're gonna slice these up. We've actually calculated the calories on this on our app. So if you have an iPhone or a smartphone, you can download My Net Diary Pro.
It's awesome. That's actually, like, I used to do the macro dieting, and that's the app that I use just to calculate everything. So we will also, I'll put the screenshot of what it looks like in the video and just kind of show you how much protein, how many calories it has, all of that good stuff. But try to see if we could figure out how to get it in the My Net Diary Pro so that when you do this, all you have to do is put it into your little, like, either you have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which you can have it any time of the day.
Right, exactly. So this makes for 12 servings, and I just know off the top of my head, each serving is 137 calories. There's 4 grams of fat, which includes the walnuts, 13 carbs, and 13 grams of protein. So that's a very well-balanced meal. There's also a lot of fiber in it, so your actual net carbs are a little lower. So we're gonna flip this over and slice this baby, because this has been smelling so good. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So if you made 6 loaves, cut each one into 6 pieces. So cut it in half and then cut each half into 3. Okay. Would you like to try it first?
Bite?
Yes.
Yes. I'll try it. A little bit here.
Let's do it.
Really moist. Really moist. So good. Can't believe we made this. Or you made it.
I can't believe it's healthy.
No.
I do want to try.
Well, normally when you have healthy stuff, it just kind of tastes like either bitter or it doesn't taste moist. It's like chalky kind of. And this tastes nothing like it. It's so moist, so yummy. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Yay! And I'm gonna take these to work like as a snack. I mean, this is great for snack between, like, I have a busy schedule at work, so sometimes I don't get to eat like a full-on meal. This is perfect. It has protein, a balance of protein and carb. And don't forget to check out her book on Amazon. It's called Stud Muffins, and it's actually really, really affordable. How much?
$2.99.
Yeah, $2.99. And how many recipes does it have in it?
It has 22. So
I mean, seriously, $2.99. You can't even get food for that much.
Right. So make sure that you type in Stud Muffins, the protein cookbook, because there are several ones on there. So Stud Muffins, the protein cookbook, and you're gonna see a little muffin man with muscles. It's awesome. So yeah, that's our book. And also follow me on Instagram at callme_Cassie. That's CALLME_CASSIE. I do tend to feature links to cooking videos as well, so stay on the lookout for that. And thank you. Awesome.
Thank you. Blood sugar levels. It regulates your.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. Pop and then mash them. You're asking a non-cooker.
Okay. So peel your bananas first.